Shred Shack Radio.
So, 2018 is done.
It is come and gone.
Another year passed, and we are here at WCWP. Tentatively, I believe we're going under some rebranding soon.
Yep.
But
have to redo some IDs and such.
We're going to have to redo a lot of production. But we are here in the studio right now in Brookville, and we are going to be doing a very special edition of the Hit List. So, Mr. Jericho, if you don't mind.
You just made the list!
We are going to be spending this hit list taking a look at our favorite songs from the past year.
Yes.
The only criteria is it had to have been heavy enough to have played on our show.
Yes.
And it had to have been released in some format in that year.
Correct.
So we have a lot that we had to narrow this down with.
There was so much that we could not add because there's just so much good music this year.
It was a very good year.
Yeah. At this point, I think it all just came down to what we like better, taste-wise.
Yeah, I think so, too. What's actually going to happen here is we could not narrow it down to 10, so we actually added on an extra one. We have a top 11 list each.
That's right. We turned it up to 11.
There we go. Ha! Spinal Tap.
First, we should also include our honorable mentions not of the metal genre.
Yes, we should. And you can start on that one, too.
I actually challenged myself and decided I will not do Ninja Sex Party because they released an amazing album called Cool Patrol, and I loved it.
They did.
So I decided to go, you know what? I'm going to scour something else. I'm going to make it a challenge. 3 clicks later, I found Real Big Fish.
Hey, everybody, let's go downtown to the Ska Show. There's a Ska Show on, let's go. Let's go.
This is very recent.
Yes, this came out, I believe it was November. And it is so catchy. If you don't know who Real Big Fish is, that means we're old.
Yeah, it means you didn't grow up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or you've never seen basketball.
Yeah. They are a ska band where the entire idea of the band is to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's all about partying and having a great time. So their song Ska Show off their new album is it is literally a ska song. All you want to do is dance to it and skank and just have a great time. And the beat is so catchy. It's just really fun.
They actually put out a couple songs recently, and I didn't know about the Ska Show until you put it on your list.
Yeah.
And I wasn't blown away by the other one that they put out, but the Ska Show is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. I could definitely see myself listening to it for hours on end.
Over the past year, I don't know where this came from, but I became very fascinated by Sia. I think she's a great writer, producer, what have you.
Okay.
I like Labyrinth. I like Diplo. And apparently Diplo was the producer on Sia's song Elastic Heart, which I really love.
Okay.
They put out a collective album this year that is just really, really interesting. It was just really cool songs. And the song they put out that was a single was called Thunderclouds.
Okay.
It's just a really catchy, really awesome song where they bounce from section to section, giving each member of the group their each individual section. And the video for it looks like a goddamn Terry Gilliam movie. So it's just
all right.
Yeah, it looks like if Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas had a scene where their bus just launched into space because that's the video, and it's really a lot of fun. I just liked it a lot.
All right, but let's get to the list that you're all here to see.
Let's get to the metal.
Pat, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready? Get up, get up. Get up, get up.
Okay, the new Disturbed album, we'll just start with that. I'm just going to say it was weird.
That's what I would use to describe it, too.
Yes. There was a lot of different genres thrown in there. Some were rock, some was more bluegrassy, some was more dancey, some was acoustic, or, nice and soft music. It was a weird album.
Yeah.
It was, I would say it would be enjoyable for what it was, but the song "Are You Ready" I found to be very more like old school Disturbed, like back to, Stupefy and Down with the Sickness and the Game type.
When they stand before you, they will find a force they aren't ready for.
It hits really well. It does what it's supposed to do. It hypes up a crowd. It's a fun song to listen to.
I actually I heard very little from the album, but it was such a weird. I was gonna say the album had like a tone issue where it's like I couldn't tell what they were going for the album.
I don't think even they could tell what they were going for this album.
But I remember hearing "Are You Ready?" and just going like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
Yeah, it's a good song. It's enjoyable.
Yeah. All right.
But are you ready?
God damn, we're not doing that again.
Okay.
Are you ready?
The reason why I wanted to stretch this out into 11 spots on the list is because my number 10 originally was going to be tied between two songs that I don't think really match up with the rest of the list.
Okay.
And they were originally from bands that I didn't love to begin with, but I really liked this song from them.
Okay.
Which is why I put In This Moment at number 11.
Okay.
Till death do us part. You won't hold you right from the start. It's a nice night for black wedding.
I'm going to go off on a limb here and say I did not expect this combination to work.
No. Not one bit.
I'm not a huge In This Moment fan to begin with. I'm not that big of a fan of the singer, but I think that her mixed with Rob Halford on the choruses really sold me on it.
Yeah, they definitely mixed well together.
Halford had a very good year this year.
Halford has a great year this year.
And I feel like what he put his name on really didn't suck in any way.
No.
And even a song that like maybe you were lukewarm on just kind of approaching, if you'd had Rob Halford in it this year, it was very good. I was just genuinely blown away by how good it was, like, and how catchy and powerful it was. I love the riff to it. I love the chorus and how just booming and aggressive it is. It really surprised me. And I'm not going to say that now I'm an In This Moment fan, but it did its job. This is a good song.
That's good. Actually, Pat, is this true? We're allowed to do re-releases?
It's not so much that this was a re-release. It's that this was first self-released, and then the band actually signed to AFM, and AFM put it out this year.
See, he said it. I can do it.
Yeah, well,
Brothers of Metal, Defenders of Valhalla.
Didn't you already do Prophecy of Ragnarok last year?
Yeah, it's a really good song.
Yeah, it is.
But Brothers of Metal, I've really fallen in love with. I can't wait until they come to the U.S. Please do. If you like Vikings, if you like catchy tunes, if you like really good guitars, you're gonna love this band because they do all three of those. Defenders of Valhalla is definitely my favorite song off of the album. Like with Prophecies of Ragnarok, it's very quick, it's very descriptive of what's going on, it's telling a story, it's very good, and it's a lot of fun.
I want to introduce something for this list, by the way.
Yes.
I want to introduce the black card.
Okay.
What I want you to do is, yeah, that's actually my credentials for like marrying people. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to leave it in the center here. And because I know there was some sharing going on between us, if one of us picked a song from an album and the other person has another song on the album that they want to just quickly mention as their favorite, they can hold up the black card. So let's get started on that. Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil, great song.
So good. So like I said, like originally I was going to pick Skindred for this list because that's my jam, is the catchiest goddamn thing I've heard in a really long time. But over the past couple of weeks, I have been listening to another song a lot more, and I was kind of mad at myself that originally I wasn't going to put Night Flight Orchestra on this list.
I could feel the tension from him, from like miles away. I'm just like, I gotta put Night Flight, but I'm not gonna put Night Flight. I gotta do it.
Because here's the thing: a lot of the singles that were off the Night Flight album that were released from this one, they were okay. I liked This Time. I thought Dominion was cool, but I loved Lovers in the Rain. I think it's one of the most emotionally impactful songs that I've heard all year. And to come out from Night Flight Orchestra, who honestly, like, they've always been good, but I've never, like, gotten a, like, look, we are going to take this absolutely seriously vibe from them. I've got it as, like, we're kind of like a fun throwback. And this one was just full force, like, 80s emotion. I loved it.
Maybe tomorrow never knows, like Lovers in the
The video for it is pretty cool, too, where, like, the kid gets sucked into a comic book and finds love. I just love it. I think it's a good one. But yeah, the rest of the Night Flight Orchestra album was very good, but Lovers in the Rain hit me on so many levels that I had to include it on the list. And the only reason why it's this far back is because it's really, really cheesy 80s sounding. The rest of the stuff will be slightly heavier.
Number 9, I have Amorphous with Amongst Stars. God, this song is so catchy.
It really is.
I just love everything about it. Just like I said, it is extremely catchy, but you do find yourself singing along to it. It's a very good, I don't know, would you call it a love story almost?
I think it's more of like a soul-driven
Yeah,
type thing.
that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's the word I couldn't think of. But it's a slower song, but it builds up during the chorus parts. I'm going to kill myself because I can't remember her name.
Annika van Giersbergen.
Thank you.
There we go.
Because I know you can pronounce it.
Ride on the golden stream and break the waves in a trail of stars.
She has amazing vocals. She does a great job on this song with Amorphous. And they just always tend to put out great albums.
They do.
And I have nothing else to say about it. It's great. It's awesome. Listen to it. I'm sure we'll play it again.
Yes. Very few things like hit me over the past couple of years the way that the vocalist of this band did, because I was totally expecting the band to sound completely different than they actually do. Mm-hmm. And every song I've heard from them has been kind of like this refreshing change of pace. I really like Heidevoke. Admittedly, this was like the first single that they released from it, so I had a lot of time to listen to this, but I love how the guy's vocals sound, because it's a lot deeper and a lot more clean than you would expect this band to sound like on face value. But also, I just love the idea of like how empowering this song is. There's a wolf in my heart and it's fighting to survive. Like I love that line. The whole song is really good. The whole album was very good. But I think that Wolf in My Heart just really sticks out for me.
We will not be changed, nor will we linger in the dark. Now here are.
I'm just going to say the whole album was great because, once again, my internet decides to crash.
You don't remember the name of the song that you liked?
No, I can't pronounce it. Unfortunately, that's like half my top of my list is songs I can't pronounce.
I'll edit it.
My number 8 pick, I went with Leaves Eyes Across the Sea. Okay, I got introduced to Leaves' Eyes when we saw Sabaton.
Yeah.
No idea who they were. Enjoyed them severely. And then when I heard they were coming out with a new album at the beginning of this year, what was it, February it came out?
I think so, yeah.
This was their first single off of it, and oh boy, another one. Extremely catchy. And I just love the imagery they put out in the video where they're singing on a beach and on a boat, and they're just talking about, well, we're gonna go raiding. Let's go a raiding.
I don't think that everybody was that chipper about it, but I think that they were like, all right, let's do this.
Well, with the lyrics, it's kind of like, especially with her high lyrics, her soprano,
Yeah.
versus his like tenor and bass. Wow, I completely skipped one. Baritone.
Yeah.
You kind of get the idea. It's like she's very excited to go do this, and he's very, we're going to go murder people.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great time. You will enjoy this. But yeah, Leaves' Eyes, Across the Sea, off of Dragon Spear. Very great album. Great song. It's a great introduction for their new lead singer.
I didn't actually know that they changed singer, so there you go.
Yeah, someone yelled at me about that.
Yeah? I think I said this on the last live show that we did, but I feel like this song was made specifically with me in mind. Because they were like, Pat likes Gravedigger. Pat likes Ruskaya. What if we have a Ruskaya appearance on the Gravedigger album? How did this song work?
I don't know, but it does.
Gravedigger is like a semi-serious like metal band, and they never did stuff like this.
No, they didn't.
They did the stuff with like bagpipes when they had Rebellion,
Yeah.
but they never had a full polka background
No.
from Ruskaya talking about zombies.
But it works.
The singer from Gravedigger said that he was going to be having a little bit more fun with this album,
Yeah.
and they were going to play around with the topic a bit, and they have a lot of songs about zombies, and the idea that they came out with all these songs and zombie dance
Yes.
is my favorite off of it.
Just that polka moment.
It's
alone.
so good. Like, the whole song is just so much fun to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the dance yet. I will get it down. Because I know for a fact they're probably going to do it when they play it live.
Yeah.
And I need to not be lost in that.
Yeah. My number 7 pick, I went with War Kings, Sparta. So many great songs coming out with just Sparta as the title.
Well, if they're coming out from like bands like War Kings and Sabaton, then yeah, we're going to expect them to be
Yeah.
good.
With guest vocals from Rage of Light singer Melissa Bonney as the Queen of the
Hell.
the Queen of the Damned.
She was the Queen of the Damned? I thought she was the Queen of Hell.
the Queen of the Damned.
Ah.
It's another great song. Very well done. For those who don't know who War Kings is, they are a bunch of masked men who are literally called the Knight, the Viking, the Spartan, and like what was the lead singer? The Storyteller, I believe it was.
Nice.
And all they do is just sing about, warriors in the past. Shocking. We know many of those bands.
Yeah, it's almost like that's kind of a motif for our show.
Yeah.
Tonight we will dine in hell. Tonight we will make down pain. Tonight, and rest will know our names.
But they decided to release a song called Sparta, which is, of course, about Spartans.
There you go.
And people, hooting and hollering.
That's
It's more like going, ahoo!
That's the first time I've ever heard the Spartan war chant described as hootin' and hollering.
But well done vocals. I love Melissa Bonney. I love her in Rage of Light. I love her lyrics, especially her harsh lyrics. She is very talented.
Yeah.
And she just brings this song all together for War Kings. Just because the storyteller, he's a very high-pitched metal singer. For those who don't know, he's the lead singer of Sanctuary. That's where he was. And she just brings these harsh vocals that just punch you right in the gut when she sings, and it's really good. They are really good. See them all, listen to them all. Sparta. I ramble.
Right. There you go. That happens. That's why we have editing.
Yep.
I think we'll have to end it after this one, but we are not ending this video before I talk about Clutch.
All right, enjoy.
Are you cool? Well, I'm cool. Is everybody cool? Well, let's get hot.
I have fallen pretty hard into the Clutch bandwagon.
Yes, you have.
I think it's because I saw them at the Paramount a couple years ago, and it was one of the most fun rock shows I've ever been to. I loved all their recent albums. Psychic Warfare and Earth Rocker are two of my absolute favorites. But this last album, The Book of Bad Decisions, was so good. It was so hard to pick one from this. But I went with the one that I know for a fact that I sang along to the most and had the most fun listening to, and that was How to Shake Hands.
I'm gonna be president of the United States. First Tuesday in November, rock it down and save the date.
The whole song is going step by step how to run for and eventually win as president of the United States, starting from handing out pamphlets and ending with parties in the White House. And,
nice.
He had a pretty solid platform. He was going to disclose all the UFOs, put Jimi Hendrix on a $20 bill and Bill Hicks on the 5. And then when he wins the election, he takes a ride on that UFO. So this is a guy I can support.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it without you. Drinks on me.
The song is so weirdly structured that there is not a chorus in the song.
Really?
It really just goes from one set piece to the next, eventually ending very suddenly, and it's a really wild ride all the way through. You find yourself enjoying yourself as you go. If you know the words to it, you are screaming them out loud. If you are following along with it, it's a fun ass song. And on an album that also had the song "Give Me the Keys," which was about their trip to the outhouse, and In Walks Barbarella, which has one of the weirdest, most nonsensical music videos I've ever seen in my life. How to Shake Hands still wins.
Well, shake hands, sir. That's how you shake hands.
Instruction over.
I'm ready to give the people what they want, and what they want is straight talk and no jive.
All right, that'll just about do it for this video. We will continue it next week, where we are going to be going through our top 6 from 2018. So expect to not be surprised if you followed the show at all. There probably won't be a lot of sleeper hits on this one.
Nope, without a doubt. You'll probably have guessed all of ours.
Yeah, but not the placement.
Nope, never the placement.
That's what the video is for. See you then.
Bye.